A lesson in leadership. Today we take a look at the overall leadership of the most famous, infamous Hells Angel Ralph Sonny Barger. Viewed by the public as the undisputed leader of the Hells Angels, Sonny was innovative, strategic, and charismatic, but he was not by any means perfect. Let's dive in. Born October 8, 1938, Modesto, California. Raised Oakland. TA, dropped out of school in 10th grade, joined the Army briefly, discharged for falsifying his age. Hells Angels. In 1957, he founded the Oakland chapter, which quickly became the de facto headquarters of the entire Hells Angels motorcycle club. Under Barger's leadership, the Angels transformed from loosely organized biker gangs into a nationally recognized outlaw brand with a strict code, hierarchy, and massive cultural influence. He was imprisoned multiple times, weapons, narcotics, RICO charges, but remained the symbolic face and spokesman for the club for decades. Leadership style. Charismatic outlaw leader, Barger used his larger-than-life personality to inspire loyalty and fear. Authoritarian but protective, he demanded strict discipline inside the club. Rules, brotherhood, and loyalty were non-negotiable. Brand builder. He understood the power of symbols and image. The Hells Angels patch became one of the most recognizable outlaw insignias in the world. Pragmatic survivor. He was more of a strategist than a reckless brawler, always thinking about how to expand influence while minimizing personal exposure. Strengths. Visionary organizer. Turned a chaotic group of bikers into a global outlaw brotherhood. Symbolic leadership. Embodied the outlaw mystique, making the club both feared and admired. Resilience. Survived cancer, prison, and numerous assassination attempts. Strategic mind. Expanded the club through alliances and chapters rather than pure violence. Loyalty enforcer. Knew how to keep his members bound by brotherhood and fear of betrayal. Weaknesses. Criminal visibility. His high profile made the club a constant target for law enforcement. Centralized authority. So much depended on his charisma. When he was imprisoned, factions sometimes grew unstable. Reputation overreach. Events like Altamont, 1969, stained the Hells Angels' image permanently. Breaking his own rules, sometimes indulged in excess, drugs, violence, despite stressing discipline. Vulnerability to betrayal. The outlaw world thrives on secrecy. Leaks and informants became major threats under his watch. Laws he broke. Law 18, do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Sonny was too public. TV interviews, books, media appearances. Visibility brought power, but also endless FBI and ATF heat. Law 6, court attention at all costs, broken by overexposure. While attention made the Angels legendary, it also made them law enforcement's #1 target. He sometimes courted too much attention. Law 33, discover each man's thumbscrew. Despite his discipline, the club had leaks and informants. Sonny sometimes underestimated vulnerabilities within his own ranks. Law 47. Do not go past the mark you aimed for. The Altamont Free Concert, 1969. With the Rolling Stones, was meant to cement the Angels' image as guardians of rock and roll. Instead, it became a disaster that forever linked them with violence. Laws he mastered. Law 27. Play on people's need to believe. Created the mythology of the Hells Angels as a brotherhood that was larger than life. Law 23. Concentrate your forces. Made Oakland the stronghold. Every chapter new power radiated from there. Law 25. Recreate yourself. Reinvented himself repeatedly, from outlaw biker to cultural figure, author, and even cancer survivor spokesperson. Sonny Barger was a charismatic outlaw, blending fear, loyalty, and branding. His strength was turning chaos into empire, but his weakness was overexposure and the inevitable spotlight of law enforcement. He mastered the art of symbolic leadership, but occasionally broke laws of power that required restraint and invisibility. Ride in peace, Sonny. Respectfully.